against Ivan Robinson. Meanwhile, we turn to HBO boxing analyst Larry Merchant to talk about the first fight, a showcase for Fernando Vargas against Darren Maciunski. Vargas has fought 13 fights, 30 rounds total in his career. He's less than 21 years old, just turned 20 this past December, and if he wins tonight, it probably vaults him toward a mandatory title shot. Is he that good?
He's better than good, Jim, but I don't know that anybody is that good. It makes you wonder, does an adolescent skateboarder go right to a Lamborghini? Does Leonardo DiCaprio want to play Hamlet? But Vargas is one of three very precocious graduates of the 96 Olympic class, including David Reed in the same weight class, who has far exceeded expectations as a pro, and Floyd Mayweather Jr., who is already slated for a shot at a title this fall. And yet, in boxing, we ask, what is the rush? Is an asteroid hurtling to Earth ready to turn us all into cinders? Whatever, Jim. If you bought stock in Vargas, it would seem almost like getting in on the ground floor of Microsoft.
Yeah, that's right.
He can become that good.
He's an IPO at this point. So, incidentally, David Reed visited Vargas in the locker room before the fight to wish him luck. Both fighters are already in the ring. So let's take a closer look now at the rising Olympian star, Fernando Vargas.
Well, Vargas wasn't heard from much of after the Olympics because he lost one of those controversial decisions, but he has never gone past the 6th round in his meteoric professional career.
And across the ring from Vargas tonight, for the first time in his career, he'll be fighting an opponent who is taller. Maciunski has some noteworthy wins over Buddy McGirt and Meldrick Taylor, and this could be a step up in class for Vargas.
Well, he was the opponent for the ex-champions. He revels in the idea of being an opponent. They thought they would start to resurrect their careers with him. Instead, he buried them. But his biggest wins in a rather rough...
The first opponent Vargas has faced as a professional who has more height than he does. 2-inch reach advantage for Vargas. They weighed in at 153 and 155. Fernando has put on 13 pounds in the last 24 hours, and Maciunski 7 pounds.
You know, a lot of people ask us, how is it possible to put on so much weight in such a short period of time? It's from dehydration and liquids that bring them up to a more natural weight.
Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The ferocious Fernando Vargas, Darren Maciunski fight is scheduled for 10 rounds, non-title. The rules of the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board. There is no standing gate count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and you cannot be saved by the bell at any round, including the 10th and final round. Jim.
Well, let's go to ring announcer Mark Barrow for the